guys, what's up? It's your girl Sierra and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm coming to you guys, I already have my eyes done. I figured that I show you guys my updated foundation routine while also trying out new Juvia's Place foundations. So this is the foundation right here. I'm going to hop right into all the details of this product for you guys in a minute. But as for the eyes, what I use on my eyes is the James Charles Morphe Unleash Your Inner Artist palette. As usual, I really have never done like anything with like red eyeshadows and gold, so I really love this look. Hold up, water break. Drink your water, kids, okay? Anyway, so I'm not going to ramble too much. I just wanted to show you guys how I get my full coverage foundation routine. So now you guys know that I have pretty much like combination skin. My skin's a little sensitive. I've been currently seeing a allergist to kind of figure out why I have so much sensitivity on like one side of my face. And if you guys hear like any crazy noise in the background, it is super windy outside in Jersey and it's the wind. But yeah, so my skin is normally combination to oily skin. To basically when I prep my skin, I usually set my face with powder before I put foundation on, especially when I know that I'm going to be super oily. But I'm not going to be doing that today because this is a velvet matte foundation, so I kind of want to see how the foundation wears by itself without me setting underneath of it. So we're just gonna hop right in. I got mine from the Ulta in Cherry Hill. Now, there's a lot of different Ulta locations near me, but there's only certain Ulta locations that actually carry a Juvia's Place in-store. And when I got there, they only had the foundations and very few of them left, and they didn't have any of the concealers, the setting powders, nor the brushes, which was very upsetting to me. But I figured I'd just give this foundation a try because I am a full coverage queen. I only watched one review of this. I did watch Nikki Tutorials do a review on her, the foundation, and she thought it was amazing. So once she thought it was amazing, I was like, I gotta try it.
Okay, you guys, so here's a look at the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. The packaging is this really pretty coral color, which is perfect for summertime, and they also showcased these three beautiful women on the front, which I thought was very diverse and unique. Now, as for the foundation bottle itself, I really love the plastic concept. Now, as for it's not showing like even like a strip so you can see your foundation shade, that makes it a little challenging.
Okay, so before I hop right into the tutorial, I do want to give you the claims of this foundation. So the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation says that it's radiant, long-lasting, creamy, and comfortable. It says our second skin creamy foundation offers a smooth application with a soft natural and soft matte finish to give a flawless coverage, a great formula to even out the skin complexion, refine skin texture, erase blemishes, maintaining the natural initial finish throughout the day, suitable for all skin types including sensitive and oily skin. Wow, that's a lot of claims in one foundation, and honestly, like I said, watching the Nikki Tutorials video, I definitely believe it might live up to it. I'm having high hopes. I haven't tried this foundation yet, so I'm super excited to play around with it. It says that you can apply it with a brush or a sponge. I'm thinking I'm gonna be using a sponge today, but I need to go wet this, so BRB. Okay, so I wet my sponge, and before I go ahead and apply the product, I am going to go ahead and prep my skin. So usually for summertime or this time of year, in Jersey, it's super sunny, so definitely want to make sure that your skin is protected. I am using Dermalogica's Prism Protect, and this is a moisturizer with an SPF of 30. And what I love about this product so much is that it has a light activated skin defense in it. So what it does is that once the light hits your skin, it just gives you like this really healthy glow within. Do you guys see my skin? Wearing this product alone, people compliment me all the time. They're like, yo, your skin looks so good. What is it? I'm like, girl, it's my SPF. What is very important, I'm going to make sure that I apply a generous amount down here because I do get facial hair down here and it's very annoying. But with that, I do sometimes get ingrown hairs, and that can also lead to hyperpigmentation from the sun being on it if I'm not using an SPF to protect it. So yeah. All right, so now that I have my moisturizer on, I'm gonna go ahead and prime the skin. Now I'm gonna prime the skin with two things today. So because this is a velvet matte foundation and I have combination oily skin, I'm going to prime my skin with these two products. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and then I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer Step 1, which is the mattifying primer. So for my combination skin, I usually get a little bit more dry to normal on like the sides of my skin, so that's where I usually focus Natural Radiance. And as you guys can see, I like to press my primers into the skin. I honestly feel that they have a better effect when you apply the foundation. So this is just Natural Radiance. Take a little bit of the Makeup Forever. Now you don't necessarily have to use a mattifying primer as well as the mattifying foundation. Sometimes, like, you know, for your skin type, depending, it may be too much. But for me, I get super oily in my T-zone, especially above the eyebrows and around my nose. So I'm going to press the Makeup Forever primer into the pores. I need my mirror. I'm like looking into the camera, so if you guys think I'm looking stupid, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna press this into the pores. Alrighty. Nice and primed. Like I said, with any other foundation, usually I would set my face with a powder first, but this one, since it says that it is a velvet matte, I definitely want to test it out to make sure that that thing is matte. I wanted to let you guys know the shade that I'm in. I may pronounce this wrong, but I believe it's Martinique 550. Now the shade did seem a little bit darker in store, but because it is summertime, I usually kind of like to go a little bit darker. So my face is a lot lighter than the rest of my body because I do a lot of like exfoliation on my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the foundation on the back of my hand, and she is thick. Like, she is thick, okay? But I like that. I love full coverage. So let's see what she does. So you guys, I have some redness right here. So I'm gonna put that right there, put that right there, put that right there, put that right there. I'm gonna take my Sonia Kashuk sponge. Thank you so much, Aaliyah's Face, for putting me on. This is like my favorite freaking sponge at the moment. It's so big and it covers so much of your skin. Oh, this coverage though? What? Even with a sponge, like, wow, I'm so shocked right now just with a sponge. Ooh, yes, giving it to me with the coverage. I like to avoid my under eye area just because I put concealer there, and you don't necessarily need foundation and concealer there unless you like that extra coverage, but I find it makes me cakey, so I avoid that. Wow, that's freaking amazing. Like, look at that. Okay, look at that. Now this is the true test. So this is where I have all the hyperpigmentation and we need to cover this up. So let's see, I need to put my hair back, but I have foundation on my hand and I have a feeling I'm gonna get it in my hair. So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do that. Put this thing on my face. Get it on the neck. This is like really thick, and I feel like you could thin it out if you wanted to, just use less product. And what I would do is I would dot it on the face and then spray some Fix Plus to kind of thin out the consistency. Yes. Yeah. I'm so hyped right now. This is probably gonna be my foundation for the summer. Like, And did I tell you guys that when I got to Ulta, so I went to the Marlton location, they were like, oh, we don't carry Juvia's Place. I'm like, bet. Now I gotta travel like 25 minutes to get to the other one. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna do this today, because if I don't, it's not gonna happen. So I get all the way to Cherry Hill and I'm looking for the foundation, like my shade, and there's so many options. Like, there's so many options of shades to pick. They have 42 shades in total. And I'm like, well, okay. It wasn't too challenging to find it, but mind you, their order's a little bit different. So what I like about Juvia's Place foundations is that they decided that instead of starting out with the lightest shades first, they start out with the darkest shades and then they get lightest. But what I found is that when I went to look for the foundations, that I was like gravitating towards the beginning, and I was like, why can't I find my shade? It's so dark, it's so dark. And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, like, oh, they just changing the game on us. So yeah, but this foundation looks so good. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I do not like foundation on my lips though. It drives me insane. But I love the way that looks. Wow. So when I get to Ulta, I find out that there's like only one foundation in my shade left, and I'm like, that's mine, girl, you can't get it. Like, I was, as soon as this was coming out into Ulta stores, I was like, I'm getting it, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. But I was so pissed when I was like, where's the concealers and the setting powders? Like, what the hell? God, it's bad enough that all the Ultas don't have the same things. Like, I wish that the Ultas had the same Juvia's Place, Dose of Colors, ColourPop. I remember when I used to work at Ulta, we didn't have ColourPop, and that, like, oh, it made me so upset. And don't say shop online, because girl, you can't see the colors online correctly. Like, I'm so happy that I did not purchase the foundations online, because the colors are completely different in person, and you always have to see like the undertones too. And the good thing with this foundation is that I don't see it oxidizing on me, and I honestly am obsessed. Like, can we just talk about the color, the coverage, the color and the coverage, okay? This is where the hypopigmentation is. I mean, I would just put like a little bit of, you know, something right there to just add like a little extra. More than likely I would color correct prior to doing foundation anyway, but for the sake of me just showing this video, we're not going to do that. But loving the way this looks, I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer and my contouring off camera, and then I'm going to come back on.
Switching over to voiceover mode, we're going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral, and we're just going to be concealing underneath the eyes and the highest points of the face. So the bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow, the center of the forehead, you know the drill. So taking my damp sponge, I'm going to go ahead and blend the concealer out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my Dermablend Loose Translucent Powder and dust this along the areas where I applied the concealer, and really focus this in my T-zone and around the oily areas on my face. Oh, but we're not done there. And taking that Dermablend powder again and dipping my sponge into it, I'm going to press the powder into my T-zone area. And I'm going to let this powder bake for a little bit so that this can absorb and prevent any other excess oils from peeking through throughout the day. So next, taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, I'm just going to bronze up the face. And for contour, I'm taking this soft focus powder from Black Radiance. I believe it's in the shade Chocolate Milk, and I'm just going to use that to chisel out my cheeks. Okay, so now to clean up the contour, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and I'm going to be carving out the line to the corners of my mouth. Now, the reason why I choose to use this powder rather than the Dermablend powder is because the Dermablend powder sometimes kind of leaves a white cast if left on for too long, so I prefer to use a powder that's closest to my skin tone. So we can't forget that nose. Now I'm going to be taking the Too Faced bronzer and adding a little warmth to this area. I'm not going to be doing too much of a crazy nose contour. I just want to add a little bit of definition and make sure that the look is cohesive. So now I'm taking my Milani Baked Blush and popping that onto the cheeks. I love the finish this gives to the skin. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so now taking a powder brush, I'm going to be dusting away the excess setting powder and making sure that everything's nice and blended. Now taking some Max Fix Plus, I'm going to be spritzing my face, prepping it for some highlighter. Okay, now I'm taking the Becca Volcano Goddess Shimmering Skin Perfector and I'm going to be highlighting the skin. I can't stop using this highlighter. It is so pretty and it's perfect for that golden summer glow. I'm in love. And lastly, I'm taking my Sephora Cream Lip Stain and applying that to the lips. Who else agrees that this is one of the best liquid lipsticks out there? Have you tried them? They're so good.
Okay, you guys, so I completed my face. This is the final look with the foundation, the eye look, all of that. What do you guys think? I'm in love. Like, I am so in love with this foundation, you guys. I like this one. This might just be the favorite of the summer. Like, this just might be the golden star right here. This foundation is so bomb. I'm a full coverage queen. I love full coverage foundation and I live for this foundation, you guys. Now, when I was applying the rest of my products, as you guys can see, everything applied very smoothly. I did set my skin. So after I applied the foundation and then I was going in with my concealer, after I set my concealer, I did go ahead and like dust a little bit of my Derma Blend powder throughout my whole rest of my face just so that I could get a nice smooth canvas so that when I applied my other powder products I wasn't dragging the foundation. Now this is actually an unnecessary step because I did notice that this foundation dried down very quickly, and with that being said, it wasn't like a super mattifying like sucking your pores type of thing. No, it was a nice matte. It was like, oh, like this is nice. Like I can touch my skin right now. It feels really nice and smooth and I really love that about this foundation. I really liked how it applied with the sponge. Now I did kind of apply a little bit on my like neck and like my chest area with a brush, and I didn't necessarily like how that applied. I guess it just depends on what kind of brush you are using when you're using this foundation. It says you can use it with a sponge or a brush. So far I'm really loving it with my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I am going to be playing around with it a little bit more, just playing around with different brushes to see how I like it. But this foundation, you guys, so good, so good. I can't wait to wear this and let's see how long it lasts on me. For $20, it's a steal, honestly. And like I said, everything else applied nicely. What I am going to do is set my face. I don't know, like is this the proper way to give you a nice review? I don't know. I'm going to be using one of my favorite setting sprays of all time. I've literally had my clients message me, that was really dirty, but they'll have their makeup on the next day with using this product. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray. This has been out forever. If you guys haven't heard of this product, ever used this product, then I feel sorry for you, because this is literally love in a bottle. This keeps your makeup on all night long. It's not gonna budge, it's not gonna crease. I love it. So the only thing I don't like is the way it smells. I am not a fan of the scent. No, I am not. Then I'm just gonna take my sponge and just go over everything. I'm obsessed. You guys, I just can't stop speaking highly of this foundation. It is so great and I'm just like in love right now. Like this is my newfound love. Thank you, Juvia Place. I appreciate you. Like this is amazing. Amazing. Alright, you guys, so that's enough chit chat and everything like that. I'm so happy that I got to sit down and, you know, play with this new foundation with you guys and like give you guys my thoughts and my feedback on it and show you guys how I achieve my full coverage foundation routine. Look at my face. Okay, that's all I can say. I'm obsessed. Let's just see how this wears. I am going to come on and give you guys my little feedback a couple hours with wearing the foundation to let you know how I like it. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that notification bell before you go so you guys are notified every single time I upload. Until my next video, you guys, bye. Okay, so I have been at work since 4 o'clock and it is now 8:52 actually. Yeah, 8:52 and almost 9 o'clock at night. And okay, so after 5 hours this foundation wears pretty well. I'm not even gonna lie. There's only a little bit of shine peeking through right here, but usually I would put powder over my primer before putting the foundation there anyway, so I'm definitely going to do that next time. But other than that, this foundation is definitely super bomb. It looks really good, except for the parts that I wiped away around my nose. My nose was running a little bit today, so I know that's gross. I'm sorry. So this foundation is definitely going to be a staple in my collection for the summer. It is definitely a full coverage, very long wearing, and honestly, oil and sensitive skin friendly. I can definitely say that. Definitely a must-have for the summer. You get 1.0 fluid ounces, which is comparison to the size. Honestly, I really do like the packaging compared to this. Like I said, this is more of like a glass, and traveling with this is a no bueno. And this one, definitely going to be super easy to carry around in my bag and when I'm traveling in my freelance kit. So yeah, if you guys like this review of this foundation, make sure you guys give me a big thumbs up. Make sure if you guys are going to try out this foundation, let me know how you guys like it and comment down below if you know if it worked for your skin type, if you didn't like it. I'm really curious to know what you guys think about this foundation. Until my next video, you guys, bye.